Today's spooky spot's having a look at the WWE Zombies Triple H. I'm also being joined by Socrates here, who had to join in on this review because his favorite wrestler is Triple H. I hate to break it to you, Socrates, but Triple H doesn't really wrestle much anymore. Sorry, what? You didn't think he really wrestled much to start off with? Oh, well played. The zombified Triple H, the King of Kings, is presented here. And something I really like even about the packaging is that he's inside, I don't know if it's a mausoleum or like a casket, but you can see that there's even sculpted skulls on the plastic bubble. Nice touch. I also really like this artwork on the side here as well. Really thinking outside the box, Mattel. Really thinking outside the box. I tip my virtual hat to you. On the back of the package, no real read-up, but the cast of characters down below. Zombified John Cena, zombified The Rock, zombified Undertaker. Wait, no, that's just regular Undertaker. Zombified Bray Wyatt. Well, actually, I think that's probably about the same. Dean Ambrose, Paige, and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Woo! Roman Reigns. There's no read-up. Just says small parts. Yada, yada, yada. Not recommend for ages 0 to 3. Once again, zombified Triple H. He would make an awesome comic book villain. I don't even know what I would call him. Maybe Crown Skull? Spot, that's a stupid name. Stupid name. Crown Skull, we're going to go with that. Spot's going to take a terrifying break, still being joined by his crow buddy, Socrates. And when we come back, we're going to get a better look at zombified Triple H. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Well, as Socrates creepily stares at the Triple H figure, let's have a look at the Game of Games, the King of Kings, I should say, out of packaging. The figure itself is awesome. I quite like this figure. I have to kind of scratch my head, though, and think to myself, how does this stuff get through censorship of toys? Now, before you jump on me and say, boo, Spot, boo, Roman Reigns, let me just take a good look from the top. Yeah, okay, yeah. Gash in the leg, yeah, that's ripped apart, okay. I don't know, how is this acceptable for kids' toys? I mean, of course, I'm not saying that because I think it's inappropriate. I think it's awesome. I'm just trying to get into the head of a really bad parent, some real ignorant parent that wants to destroy everything on the shelves because they don't like the way something looks. I'm trying to think like them. I'm a stupid head and I smell like manure. Okay, that's a good way to start. I'm just trying to figure out though how they would have let something like this get to shelves. That being said, I think this is an awesome figure, and I love the fact that they got these to the shelves. Way to go, Mattel! The figure itself is awesome. He does have a little bit of accessory-wise in the fact that he does remove, or you can remove, the crown from his skull. Now he's just skull. Add the crown, crown skull. Crown skull. I like that name. But let's just remove the crown for a second. There's the crown right there. It's a soft gray plastic. And now you can look at some of the more gruesome details of the King of Kings. I don't have anything witty I could say. I know I still pat myself on the shoulder for saying you can't eat me for John Cena. I thought that was kind of clever. Don't really have much I can say for Triple H here other than he looks really awesome. He is missing his bottom jaw. That's not good. He's also got all this decay. I'm assuming that was the remains of his head. And it's just been worn away, or eaten away. Let's not rule out eaten away. Just worn away, and then you've got his exposed skull on the top there. Even if you don't like wrestling figures, boo you, boo Roman Reigns. I have to admit, though, you should admit, that's a pretty cool looking figure. Yes, he's wearing trunks. Yes, he's wearing elbow pads. Yes, he's wearing knee pads, but he's still a pretty cool figure. He is the same coloring as well. Let's reach off camera. He appears to be the same color as zombie John Cena. Same color skin, at least. So we've established the fact that when you become a zombie in the WWE universe, you turn green. There's the back of the figures right there. Other than I think John Cena just getting a little bit in the chest and a little bit on the arm area, I feel like the level of damage and decay is probably greater here on Triple H. Especially the fact that he's got this just ripped away top torso where you can see his muscle fibers underneath. He also has the same idea going on into his leg. I love these little gashes on the back there. Brand new sculpt. Perhaps the arms, perhaps this leg right here, but everything else, is new sculpt. Really solid effort by Mattel. It's also to note as well that the boots, which is something I didn't mention with John Cena, but the boots are a dirtier brown, as if they've been, he's actually been walking through mud, eating the surviving members of the WWE universe. Came to Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder's like, look, you know what? My career's not going anywhere. Just finish me off. He leans down and just goes somewhere else. I mean, Zack Ryder's been dead for a while. The dead sense the dead. And that goes on to someone who actually has a career and has some life to him. Oh, Spot, you're just so silly and you're mean. You're just mean. Let's go ahead and put the crown back on because I think the crown just accents how awesome this figure is. For his articulation, his head is on a ball joint, or what is left of his head is on a ball joint. Shoulders hinge out, full rotation there. He does have a swivel at the bicep area. He has a bend at the elbow, which is just a little impeded by his elbow pads. And he has a swivel and hinge in the wrists. Has waist articulation, leg articulation, just forward and back. Don't get your hopes up, that's as far as you're going to get. Bend at the knee, and a rotation and hinge in the foot. I do decree the following. If you have not picked up any WWE figures, nor do you even like WWE figures, don't pass on these. I think they're awesome. Even if you don't like wrestling, I think they're awesome figures. How they could possibly get to pegs, I still will never know, but I am very thankful that they did. Today's spooky spot, see? Not a bad review for one of your favorite wrestlers. I know he doesn't really wrestle anymore. Today, though, we were having a look at the zombified King of Kings, the Game Over, Triple H. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more spooktacular spots